It's been a little while. It's been a couple days. The server went down. There were some issues with the chunk loader not working and some messed up chunks in one of the players' bases. So we're back. On my break, I played around with a couple of mods, visually, basically, just pure visual mods. Check it out. We got some blurring going on. It's a cool shaders mod. There's actually a couple different shader mods out there, and I like this one for the depth of field. So if I'm looking at something inside my house, it doesn't try to do the infinite distance thing with trying to make everything look perfectly sharp. So it adds a little bit of realistic feel to the game. There's some other minor tweaks, the way the lighting works and stuff like that. Helps to have it down at moody so you could see it a bit better. But yeah, I thought it was pretty cool. My ME network is something I've been talking about. I've got a bunch of small little random stuff that my machine picked up, and I really don't have a place to put them other than all of these chests I have laying around, and I've been wanting to get rid of these chests for a long time. So what I'm going to do is, if you'll check out my inventory here, I've got crafting terminal, ME controller, drive, a bunch of 1K drives, really small basic drives, and some ME cable. So what I want to do is pull out my... Oh, I hate when it does that. Did I get it? Did I get it? There it is. Portal gun. And I'm going to pick this chest up. Just got some random junk in it. Don't break. Sweet. And we're going to go ahead and break a couple of these blocks and extend our ME network just a little bit, but I want it to be a completely separate network. I don't want it to be a part of the existing network. So what I need to do is I need to get some power over. Let's see here. Got this conduit here. Is that a straight up block or is that just a cover? That's a cover. Not 100% sure I'm going to do this. Not 100% sure what's back here. Alright. Oh, that's not bad. Alright, I could just come off right here. Alright, it's not bad. Not bad at all. Alright. Need to grab myself some conduit. Probably in here. Or over here, maybe? Now you see why I need to get some kind of inventory system going here. I could label these, but then they would just end up getting messed up. Alright, cool. I changed these tanks up. They used to have just a strip of glass, so I went ahead and put a bunch of glass viewers on there. So now you can see the fuel level, how big the tanks really are. And they are pretty big. Other than that, I messed around with the assembly table. This guy right here. Get a nice little cinematic, I guess. Right there. Ooh. And from this location, all 6 of my lasers will hit the table. And that will let me have the machine have fewer connections. So before we were using 6 connections on the conduit network, now we're just using 2. So we'll save a little bit of our MJ juice by sharing those connections. And that's about as low number of connections I think as you can have. you could fill up the connections all the way around, but then it wouldn't be able to hit the table. I tried to see if I can get it 5 lasers and then shoot a table that's directly below the lowest laser, but that would make it behind these lasers around the outside, so it wouldn't really work. So I just off-centered, and then all these lasers can hit the one target. So that's how I kind of got around that. And since it doesn't take up space, I just kind of put it somewhat in the middle of the room. Other than that, changed the flooring and I changed the walls. That's just regular brick, and this stuff is cool too. Alright, so let's see if we can get some conduit out here. Yep, I should be able to see that from upstairs. There we go. And what I'll do is I'll put the controller there. It does kind of hide the controller, but I'm not too worried about it. I'll put the drive. Do I want to be able to see the drive? Yeah, I want to be able to see the drive. And then I'll put the crafting terminal next to it. So now it's kind of a mirror image of that setup there. I won't even need to use ME cables because everything's directly connected. I'm not going to bother hooking up any machines. I'm just going to use it for inventory. So tools and random stuff that's in my inventory I could just dump in there. Oh, I could have made 10. Oh well. So now I'm just going to run around and empty my chests into our new cool inventory system. And I'll be right back when I'm done. Okay, we're back. So I went ahead and I transferred some miscellaneous things that didn't belong over here on the right. What's sitting on the right now is almost completely stuff that would normally get picked up by the machine. Of course, this potion of healing shouldn't be in here. But other things will come into the inventory because the machine hits it, or machines downstairs process it. So for instance, like hardened glass, I take obsidian and lead down to the machine and it produces the hardened glass. It gets kicked back up in here. So that's fine that it's here. Baked potatoes, I'm going to put in the furnace. Furnace is going to kick it over here, or the powered furnace is going to kick it over here. So I don't mind the baked potatoes being here, although I could just manually remove it. That's the kind of stuff I'll expect to be over here. Stuff that the machines have processed, cooked the chicken. So I'll find food over here from now and again. I'll find the silicone over here after it gets processed. So yeah, I'm not gonna get too picky with what is over here and what isn't. As far as what I'm not gonna, when the quarry hits like a mine shaft that picks up some wood, I'm not gonna bother picking up the wood and moving it, or not the wood, planks. But stuff that shouldn't be over there definitely will come back over here. If I cook some food, I might leave some food over there, but this is going to be pure machines, tools, and the random things I might have crafted. And there's a lot of stuff in here. I had no idea I had so much chicken. And I've got a decent amount of bread now. I think I just cooked some bread over here. Yeah, there's some bread. So I'll get the bread out. Alright, so yeah, really cool. Now I don't have to hunt around a bunch of chests anymore. The only stuff I left in chest form are these pages and these enchantment books. These would all be considered unique items. They won't stack, and the pages won't even properly show up in the ME network. They'll just show us empty blocks, empty slots in the ME, even though there's stuff in them. Uh-oh, so we're starting 10 minutes. So I better make this quick. So yeah, I left that out of the ME network. Other than that, I haven't changed too much, I don't think. If I forgot something, then sorry, but this guy, this tree farm's been rolling through pretty well. Not had any problem with him. He's outputting saplings and wood. Oh, I made this stuff. Yeah. This is amber bricks. And for amber bricks, if you want to make these guys, you have to make amber blocks. And amber blocks are just 4 amber in a crafting table. So here's the brick. Use blocks for these guys, and then for these guys you use amber. They look really cool. They emit light. Light passes through them. They're partially opaque, or transparent actually. A little opaque, a little transparent. I just thought it'd look a little neater than that big wrath lamp on a post. But you can use this building material. It's not used for crafting in anything, the bricks and the blocks, but they do, you know, kind of compress my inventory a bit, and I just had way more amber than I was ever going to use, so I figured I would just compress it into something, make some use of it. I don't know if I'm going to build a building out of this. I might just, you know, if some guys look at it and they like it, maybe some guys that are doing honey, because that's a nice gold honey color, maybe they'll want to trade for it, but I don't really have a use for it, so I just use it to compress my inventory. So now that I've got this built, I'm just going to go ahead and close it up. It's really basic, and if you're going to do an ME network for your mining stuff, your inventory, your crafting inventory and stuff like that, it's a really good way of skipping the need to have barrels and stuff. And most of these guys are empty right now. Empty. You only have 15 types and you're virtually empty. You're almost full, but you've got some open types full almost. So I'm almost full actually. And that's purely because of these high quantity items, ones that aren't in barrels. Not barrels. My deep storage units. Yeah, I've got some stuff in here that I probably should be putting in deep storage units. And that's probably what I'll work on doing. There are some other things I could be doing. Apples, I could be turning into apple juice, which would increase the output of my fermenter. But I'm going to hold off on that until I have a use for the biofuel that I'm making. I think this is full now. Yeah, this guy's full. So, these guys should also not be pulling any power because there's no work to be done. Close this up. I'll make that look pretty later. But, and I want to do something with these cobble panels. I have to replace the cobble panels and make some I don't know if I could make the brick cover panel thingies. I'll have to see. I don't know if you can cut brick into panels. Oh yeah, you can, because I did one there. Okay. Hopefully I can make facades out of them. But yeah. I added an extra energy cell to this setup. Not that it's really necessary, but I did anyway. We're still producing, we're still using less than we're producing, which is good. Let's see, how's our machine doing? Our machine's supposed to be running and it's not. My machine always has problems. Not sure why. It always finds some raised bedrock or something. So I'm going to see where it's at. Where is my machine right now? There it is. So I'm going to quick visit the machine. I really don't have a portal because the machine's always moving. TP 900. Let's do 20. 185. That should put me in the ballpark of the machine. And I want to be going this way. So now you can see a lot of the lighting and textures effects that go on. It's a whole lot darker in here than it normally would be, which makes everything a little ominous. It makes caving a lot more fun. And there's a couple other. I have another shader option here. It's a little brighter overall, and it is a little buggy, but it makes water look pretty cool. That's water right there. And you were seeing the sun shining through, I guess because it hasn't rendered part of the ceiling or the floor. So I'm nowhere near my machine. I missed a 9. There we go. That should put me closer. Come on, load, load, load. There we go. So at base it wasn't moving, it wasn't producing, but I bet you it'll start moving now that I'm here. The timer's not moving for some reason. Maybe it just restarted. No, it said 5 minutes. See, and that's moving. I didn't touch a thing, but it's moving right now. And it's acting like it has no problem. So let me head back to base. Be 1200. You could see my history. I've actually already done this. Do 100. 5. So I gotta get my bearings real quick. That's the oil, so my house should be. That's where I'm. Actually, I need to turn this back on if it's not. Okay, it's on. Come on. I'll probably just edit this out. Can't find my house because nothing's rendering. This way. So that's the other shader pack. It's got this we'll call it God Light and God Rays, and it's a little more visual when it comes to how the light fills rooms. But to me it feels a bit over bright, and I've already got it down to moody, so it's one of the reasons why I haven't chosen it over the other one. And I think I might get a few or less frames out of that this shader than the other one. Otherwise, it doesn't have depth of field either, or at least when I go into the configuration settings, the depth of field, it says it doesn't work properly, but I don't know. Works fine for this shader. So we got less than a minute. So let me show you my fuel levels. My oil is slowly going back up. I turned my pump on not too long ago. The fuel is full. My biofuel is full. All my engines are working. My machine is now working. It looks like it just hit a mine shaft. So it'll be turning out. Maybe I'll head a chest and get some more cool stuff out of it. I hooked up a fabricator to my ME network, and I use it just to fab out a really huge number of fertilizer. So I've got 16,000. That's probably all I'm going to find, and all I'm going to have unless I go on a hunt for appetite. I don't think I will. I'll just start working on the apples. So server's restarting, and yeah. Oh, okay. Ender decided to visit me, and then they left. Hello, YouTube. I'm got something planned today. Decided I want to go ahead and watch my. There he is. It kills you, you be in my house. You don't belong in here. Okay. So I started using the bags again to help me with the inventory issues when I run around, kill stuff, and all my loot will drop into my hunter bag, and any miscellaneous blocks that break to help people out or whatever will go in my miner's backpack. But there's an upgraded version of both of these backpacks. They're called Woven. I've never actually made them before, but they are. You get like 30 extra slots if you upgrade to the Wovens. So I figured I'd go ahead and do that. It's going to require I use the backpacks I have plus a diamond and some other cool stuff to make. The first thing though, it looks like I need to do is I have to make these woven silk, and the backpack and the woven silk are made in a Carpenter, so I need to make a Carpenter. I haven't done that yet this series, so that's what you need. If it's anything, it's probably going to need a lot of bronze. Yeah. So I was looking through. I don't seem to have any ingots of bronze. But I do happen to have my old bronze armor. So I think I'm going to do is I'm going to pull this out. I'm not really using it. I don't have much use for it right now. But I have this cool uncrafting table over here. So I'm going to see if I can uncraft. No. Really? I was hoping I could uncraft this. Okay. I guess I will just probably trash these then. Because I really don't plan on going into Thumbcraft, where that might be a potential use for Thumbcraft. So I need to make some bronze. That's tin. I think it's 1 tin and 3 copper. Something like that. There we go. So let me just make a stack. There we go. So we'll go ahead and make the casing. And then grab 6 more bronze out of here. Over here, make some glass. Get some glass. So I think it's like so. And there we go, Carpenter. So the Carpenter needs MJ, and it needs water. I'd kind of like I run it up here, but I don't really have any water sources. The only water source I have right now is hooked up right there. And why are my machines doing the wiggly thing? You're not trees, guys. Weird. Anyway, let's see. Let me see if I got some liquid duct, and I'll see if I can bring the liquid ducting up to where I'm going to be putting the Carpenter, which I don't really have any idea where I'm going to put the Carpenter right this second. This way. Alright, so I'm going to have to just do a little tweaking from upstairs now. Let's get my Omni wrench. No, that's not the Omni wrench. Alright. There we go. And put the carpenter down. See, here or here? I'll put it here in a corner. And bring the conduit up another notch. I could potentially combine some of these connections, but I'll do that later. And I always seem to have this bug, visual shader-based bug. When I drop a new block, it kind of doesn't work right, shader-wise. Anywho, so we've got the carpenter. It's got power. It's got water, right? Oh no, actually it doesn't quite yet. I need to go back in here and connect these conduits up. There we go. Alright, so let me start replacing some of these blocks. So back to our recipe. Now we've got our carpenter made. Close. Actually, that should be stone. And we'll do stone there too. Alright, cool. So we're going to need a lot of string. And I'm going to put the string in like so. Left click for the string, not right click. Alright, that should be the recipe for our backpacks. That should make woven silk. So, silk wisp. Oh, shoot. That's not string. What the heck is silk wisp? Really? It's a bee thing. Okay. Darn. Alright. Looks like I need to have a conversation with one of the bee guys on the server. Maybe do a bit of trading for some propolis. Matter of fact, be right back. I might be able to... It's a message. What's up? How's it going,
Hello.
guys?
Yeah, it's good. Good.
Just check out anything. Why do you need this? Are you doing beekeeping or for pipe waterproofing or something?
I don't know. I'm just trying to make those woven backpacks. And you need silk wisps. So...
What type of propolis does that have to come from though? Do you have a type?
Silky.
We don't have any of them.
No!
That comes from a special
Silky
type of
combs.
bees. That comes from a special type of bees.
Yeah, at one point I had a bunch of bee villagers I might be able to get the combs from, but then the villagers got irradiated and killed off, and not really irradiated, but yeah.
Annihilated.
He stuck stuff up their butt and they died, and he broke down their village so they didn't respawn. So
who did?
Julius.
Went on.
And then somehow he just magically appeared on the banned list. And then he was sad, and then he left the call.
Did you know when you put one on that ban list, it wouldn't unban him, right? You put it on the multi-craft ban list.
I put him on the list from the server website.
Yeah. Basically, I kept trying to unban him, from the band.txt, and he saved and he wasn't in there.
Good.
Even though that it crashed his Minecraft every time he tried to join the game, and that
Better.
server kicked him off. It crashed him. Connor,
Yep.
Awesome.
do you want to start building this thing then?
I think we should start building the DayZ one.
I think you should get
maybe-
back into bees so I can get some silky propolis.
I think that you should go to Dan and Ollie's base and
Really?
borrow, in inverted commas, bees.
Oh, an inverted commas. Okay.
Yeah, borrow. You get me?
Let's see. I have no idea which base is theirs.
Binary Inferno.
Let's see what they got.
Then follow the linking book to. Is it District 9 or Secret World? Or something?
Outpost 9.
Outpost
You can't
9.
get. It's not there though, Connor. They've hidden it, haven't they?
Is that there's probably a command to get to their world? Don't
No, Outpost 9. There's a book.
worry. Oh, good.
Someone must have exposed it then. Oh, I don't know. He's got fed up with me finding it all the time. He's like stuck it underground, right next to the spawn. Then when I dug out into that chat box room, Connor, that was 1 block away from him. So when I took the chat box room down, I found it. Can we maybe start building now, Connor?
I want to carry on with my one.
Just need to be flat or normal.
I'm gonna carry on with my Hunger Games.
Okay.
And I really wouldn't build a parkour, Kieran.
Alright. Okay, Daisy's not gonna work, Connor, I don't think. It
Why?
needs a whole server to itself.
Mysterious combs. Ooh.
Why does it need a whole
they're
server
from the
to
end. They're from the end beers.
Oh, cool.
P.S. That means take a stack of them and run
Why is that? Whoa,
as
whoa,
fast
whoa.
as possible.
I just got poison standing next to them.
Oh god, get out today. The tropical beast will kill you instantly.
I don't seem to be taking any heart damage.
No, some of those bees, if you walk in a certain area of them, they will kill you straight off.
Have you seen the armor he has? It's not gonna happen.
Connor, they instantly kill you.
Ain't gonna happen. Ain't gonna happen.
Only beekeeper uniform can stop that from happening.
Oh, I'm down only half a heart. So far.
Yeah,
And the poison ran out.
That's the lowest tier bee that can hurt you, Ed.
In other words, do not be concerned about the itty bitty baby with the big side
No.
bits.
Alright,
Only
where's
be
his book?
concerned when you start getting the effects where your half your life bar is drained in one go.
Alright. Any idea where his...
Or when you get radiation poisoning.
Kieran,
that's like,
remember we're not creating test worlds because they lag out the server. You have to do that in single player.
Okay, so I'm borrowing a stack of this propolis, which I guess I could probably just use one of their machines to process. Come on. You have to have a machine to deal with combs. Oh, might be down here. All sorts of machines down here. Let's see what we got. Chanter. Auto spawner. Hole in the ground. Okay, that's a carpenter. Oh, so it must be their fuel. Oh, yep. Looks like they're doing oil from oily propolis. They're turning it into fuel. And they're running a steam boiler. Cool. That's how they're powering their setup. I like it. I don't think that's a good idea though. Are those the 4 or the 8? 8. I think that's probably going to be too many. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 12. No, they're good. Yeah, it's only 96 MJ. Although the way it works might be a bit... That's kind of cool looking. They have a lot of holes in their stuff though. And why does this have a frame motor? Oh, this must be an elevator. Oh my gosh. Okay, I seem to have fallen into some machine works here, and now I'm having a hard time getting my butt out. Okay, here we go. Ah, there we go. Alright. So I'm still looking for machine that gets the stuff out of the combs. Well, here's the propolis, so if I backtrack from here, I should be able to find the machine that does it. That's regular propolis. There we go, centrifuge. So I'm going to centrifuge a couple of these. Alright, we're back. And I managed to get enough silky wisps to make my backpacks happen. I think it's only going to be 1 though. I would need 14 if I was going to do 2, and I don't think I'm going to get enough. Nope. Okay. So I'll just do my miner's backpack. So I'll put the miner backpack in there. Let's see. There was a diamond involved. Not in there, it'll be in here. Like that. Alright, we've got power, we've got water. Our recipe's wrong somehow. Let's see. Miner's backpack, diamond, woven silk. I guess it's in the wrong mode. Okay, make sure it's empty, and it's not. There we go. I had come across some apatite roaming around, visited carrying space, and some mining they did had apparently revealed some apatite, and he didn't mind me grabbing it, so I grabbed it. Alright, so our... Come on, come on. I want it now. Sweet. Let's check this out. Nice. This is normal size, and this is the large. So 5 by 9. It's pretty good. Should give me a little bit more time, and I'll eventually get around to doing the hunter's backpack. I just wanted to do this one on cam. I'll see if I can work out a enough woven silk to make another backpack. I didn't want to go overboard and do a bunch. And If you don't know about the backpacks, if you hold down shift and right click, you can change its mode. And this mode, it just kind of sucks up everything. This mode is locked. This mode, it will pick up everything, even I think if it falls into your hotbar. And this is, it'll refill your hotbar with something. So for instance, if I had the, I don't know which one it would be helpful. This one probably, the Hunter backpack. If I had an arrow here, it will pull an arrow out of the bag. See, it just happened. It would pull an arrow out of the bag to fill the slot, to try and keep that slot at 64. The miner backpack, if there was cobblestone in there, and I had cobblestone in my hotbar, and I was using some of the cobblestone, then it would continually refill that cobblestone to 64, using the cobblestone in the backpack. So that's what. Also, if you, I think, shift right click a chest, then the contents will appear in the chest. So for instance, you've got some chests in here. Right now the chest is empty, and it's really, really dark. Okay. So the chest is empty. If I shift right click the chest, there goes the contents of the backpack. And if I shift right click and change the mode to this, then it'll empty the chest by shift right clicking the chest. And everything is in there. Thanks for watching an episode of my Feed the Beast Ultimate video series. If you had any questions, comments, or ideas about what went on in the video, then please leave me some feedback in the comment section below. Also, if the video was helpful, useful, or entertaining to you, then please like the video. If you did find this episode entertaining, then feel free to visit my YouTube channel and find the Feed the Beast Ultimate playlist to watch other videos. And subscribe while you're there so you know when the next video is available. See you next time.